Hey, what's up, man? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, today, I want to bring up a touchy subject because I see a lot of people bringing this up, right? And coming from the streets, I feel how I feel on it. Now, however, I do understand both sides. So, before I jump into how I feel about it, I'm going to give you the whole backstory on what's going on in case you're not caught up. So, this artist by the name of Pop Hunna, who has a huge song going viral right now. I'm sure y'all heard it. It's all over social media, TikTok especially. It's called Adderall, but most of us know it as Corvette Corvette. We've seen all the celebs dancing to it, TikTok here, TikTok there. Now, as the song was getting big, it came out that when he was 14 years old, he witnessed his best friend get killed in front of him while he was with his mother, and when he was investigated, he actually told who the murderer was, which resulted in that man receiving a long time in prison. Now, he already had a regular version with just him on it that was kind of big and currently has 11 million views on YouTube to the Adderall song. But then it got so big that he managed to get Lil Uzi on a remix, and then it really took off. And that video sits at 9.5 million. It was only uploaded 2 weeks ago. Now, after the snitching rumors came out and it was confirmed with paperwork, Lil Uzi reached out to Pop Hunna and told him to take him off the song completely. Now, Tuzi and Stunna 4 Vegas, if I'm not mistaken, have a song with him, or I think Tuzi just have a song with him or whatever. But Tuzi went live. He had Stunna 4 Vegas in actually one of the videos, and he was just saying how he felt different. He felt that just because he snitched, he don't care that, you know, he snitched. It had nothing to do with him, and he pretty much tried to justify it, right? Now, my thing is this. This is where it gets weird, y'all. All right, peep this, right? Because I believe this. If you rapping about street business, you talking about shooting, killing your ops, you don't mess with 12, you don't mess with snitches, you spinning blocks, but then you do a song with a snitch and saying you don't care, like, it doesn't make sense to me. And this is why a lot of this stuff be fake with certain rappers, and this is what I be talking about. It's just an image, it's just a facade. But the problem is, these same guys will get out and talk all this killer stuff, right, and poison the youth into making them thinking that they something they not, or you have to go out in the streets and be this gangster killer drug dealer and commit crimes. But yet they intertwine with snitches. They doing song with snitches. They around them. They justifying it. It's crazy. It's like, it's contradictory, man. And the same people that will sit here and call 6ix9ine a snitch and say that they won't do a song with him, but will make excuses for the next man that did the same thing, that's mind-boggling. And it's also go back to what I said in the Alpo video. If all y'all, if any of y'all familiar with it, go check it out right now. It's out. The street code do not exist anymore. Right? The street code does not exist because it keeps getting bended and tangled based on who it's applying to at the time. Everyone has their own opinion and perception about what the quote unquote street code is. And this is why it can never be a code, because it's opinion based nowadays. It's not law. All right. A code, a law, that's something that stands no matter who, where, or what it's applying to. Not just sometimes depending on who it is. Nah, it don't work like that. It does not work like that. And moving along, Gilly spoke about this situation, right? And he said he don't agree with it. He don't agree with the young boy snitching. He don't care how old or how young he was. He don't care. Trippy disagreed. Trippy Red disagreed with it as well. Y'all all know Lil Uzi Vert wasn't with it. Whack 100 wasn't with it. And you had guys like Trouble from DTE that voiced his opinion on it, right? And he was just saying this, how a lot of these rappers are on the low snitches or hang with snitches knowingly, for one. And for two, a lot of these guys who people call quote unquote real was never even put in real situations to determine, my fault y'all, to determine whether they actually real or not. So why should their opinion even matter anyway? And to be honest, he actually has a point, right? I used to say the same thing all the time because I've witnessed some things out of my life that had me like, whoa. Like the toughest dudes that y'all think wouldn't snitch or break or fold, when it comes to that hot water, they get, listen, They can't hold water, matter of fact. All right. And we glorify a lot of these dudes for being real, right? But they were never real or placed in real situations to even determine that. So how can we give them that title? Because of song, because of image, because the music, because we see them with guns and nah. This is why when a real situation come about, they fold, right? And then everyone's surprised. But in all actuality, you just held that man to a high standard because of his music or his image, not even knowing who he was for real, for real. So now look, he's put in a situation where he basically folded and now everybody's shocked. How? You didn't know him to begin with. All that music and money and guns and whatever, all that is a facade, man. And anybody that's really been in them streets know what's up. This is why that whole 14-year-old concept, I get it. But on the other hand, at 14, myself, I knew that snitching was a no-no. And I was in the streets at 14. And I already had in my head that I already knew what I was doing and knew the consequences that came with it. And I also knew the consequences of snitching. That was a no-no. It's a big no-no. So this is like kind of where it conflicts with me because it gets weird, man. Like I said, I understand both sides. However, man, I don't know. I don't know. Then you got that guy, I think his name is Charleston White, right? You have him doing interviews with, say, Cheese. He's running around calling out Lil Uzi and Gilly, calling them all type of names because they disagree with him snitching at 14. What's his name? Yeah, Charleston White. I said it right. He's basically going on a rant on everybody that shamed Pop Hunna for snitching. And pretty much his take on the situation is that he was a kid, right? Now, Wack 100 came out and he said that he was put in a situation when I think he was 11. And he's saying he stood tall. And that was at the age 11. And I feel when you in the streets, age go out the window completely because that's a big man's game. You volunteered that. The streets didn't come to your door like, yo, come to me. Come out here, sell drugs, whatever he was doing in the street. I don't know. And like I said, I really don't even know if this is what this young boy was doing. But judging from his music, that's all I could go off of. And that's all I can assume, right? But like I said, the streets didn't just jump out to you and come to your door and knocked on your door and say, come on, come in the streets, come play. Nah, it didn't do that. You volunteered however you volunteered. Whether you just a lookout, whether you selling drugs, whether you scamming, whether you pimping, whatever your hustle is, you in them streets, kicking doors. And like I said, you got guys like 50 Cent, right? That said he started selling drugs when he was either 11 or 12. 11 or 12, one of them. And I hate how people try to make it like just because you're young that you aren't aware of what's going on. Nah. Some guys jump off that porch real early. Some people grow up faster than others. If y'all familiar with the New York scene, right, in the 80s, when you hear them stories of like the real 50 Cent, how he was going around robbing dudes, or Alpo, Rich Paul, the AZ and all of them, and them guys getting money, you would think that these were grown men. No. No. These dudes were selling crack in the streets, making real money, doing real things, killings and all that at the age of 16, 17, 18, 20. Technically, these were kids too. These dudes in Chicago that a lot of y'all love to glorify, keep in mind that these same dudes from Chief Keef, Lil Reese, FBG Duck, Lil Durk, 051 Melly, listen, these dudes were young when we all gravitated to that drill scene. 14, 16-year-olds, right? Talking crazy. Run. It was all new to us because we like, yo, these dudes are young. They got guns. What the? It's crazy. I know at least in New York, that's how it was, right? And matter of fact, even to this day, you got dudes like rappers like Lil Mo 6 Blocker. Boy 16 running around with choppers bigger than him. But he got respect from older dudes because he ain't the typical young dude. And this is what I mean when I say age don't matter when you decide to jump in them streets, man. It don't matter. Not to mention, you don't know if some of these guys may have personal reasons why they can't work with someone that actually snitched on someone else. Maybe someone close to them is doing time behind someone telling, or maybe they actual maybe they was actually caught up in a situation where someone told on them and that scarred them. You never know someone's personal reasons for feeling the way they feel towards a situation. And I actually think that Uzi handled it professionally. He told Boy just take him off the song in a respectful manner. Yes, it sucks, but it is what it is. But either way, the song is done and the video is done as well. So I kind of didn't get that part of it. I guess Uzi should just, instead of saying take him off the song, he should just be like, yo, I can't rock with you, like, yo, you but I can't mess with you because I don't agree with what you did. That's it. All that take me off the song, it's already doing numbers. It's already out there. You can't change that. But back on subject, right? So I come from an era, right? Because I see a lot of people talking about, oh, he was with his mother. That's why he snitched. That's why he said, maybe his mother told him that he better snitch. Or listen, I come from an era where your mother would tell you not to snitch and mind your business. And reason being is that because there's no telling if that man will come back or someone affiliated with him will come and kill you or your family because they heard you telling and giving up information. That's how it was for me, right? The number one rule is to mind your business, especially if it does not concern you. Now, I also understand people that say he was too young, cut him some slack because the snitching thing shouldn't apply to him. He was just a minor. Like, all that sounds good and I hear it, but however, I was told if you old enough to walk across the street, then you old enough to get hit. Simple. Now, like I said before, man, I don't know if he was actually doing what he was doing in the streets, or I could go off of his music or whatever and assume from his music, from the things he speak about, seemed like he was in the street. I don't know. But like I said, even if he was a civilian, wasn't in the street, and he ended up telling, I don't know, man, because it's sketchy. It goes back to me saying, mind your business. People's families literally get killed for that, man. The mob did it all the time. If you a rat and they know you going to tell, or they caught wind that you might tell, even if you might tell, they coming for you and your family. And that's just that. So I don't know, man. It's a touchy situation on my behalf because I understand both sides. Like I said, y'all know I'm a free thinker. It is what it is, man. But I'm going to just leave this here, though, y'all. And I don't want anybody thinking that I wish bad on his career or nothing. Nah, it's not like that. I wish him nothing but the best with his career. That song getting bigger and bigger anyway, and I wish him more success. I'm just here bringing light towards why I understand certain rappers are distancing themselves from him, whether it's personal reasons or whatever. I hope this opened up some of y'all minds up, man. Let's all have a discussion about this. Let me know how y'all feel, because imagine you a rapper, right? Sitting here talking about spinning the block on your ops, F12, you trapping or whatever, but then you do a song with someone who snitched. I don't know. It don't make sense, man. So I understand why these guys feel how they feel, and at the end of the day, it's all opinions anyway. So no one's right or wrong. It is what it is. So let me know how y'all feel in the comments. Is it okay that he snitched because he was only 14 and people should give him a pass? Or it don't matter how old you was, a snitch is a snitch? I don't know. I mean, you ain't gotta wish bad on him, but just recognize the situation and understand why people are distancing themselves from him. That's it. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time I drop new content. Thank y'all for all the support, man. The channel has been getting bigger and bigger. Anonymous gang, I appreciate y'all. We growing. Remember, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe now. And y'all know, man, as long as y'all keep on watching, I'm going to keep on dropping. And I'm out.